If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, to view the HSE dashboard, I would highly recommend that you view the dashboard introduction video first, and then this video will make a lot more sense. Otherwise, welcome back. Today we are going to look at completing the meeting entry form. Common features of all the forms, the various control buttons in the forms. And finally, we will also look at the results of submitting the form, leading to the dashboards affected. As always, we will start from the navigation view. The location of the safety-related meeting register can be found, fourth from the top in column 1 in the navigation view. Just click on it, and the form will appear as always. If you have already watched some of the other form completion videos, you will notice at a glance, realize that this form is a lot more straightforward, and can be completed in only a few moments. So before we get into the mechanics of form completion as it were, let us just explain what the benefits are, by including this feature. While all of the Keystone HSE management meetings are generally minuted, it is very often the case that important decisions and tasks are raised during short brief meetings with management leadership representatives in attendance, which are neither recorded or minuted. You may have quick notes available to reflect these occasions, but the work that is subsequently generated in these circumstances is seldom visible, or credit taken for it. With particular reference to the leadership commitment sections in all the mainstream management standards, including ISO 45001, 9001 and 14001. Other than point to the Keystone management meetings, it can be problematic in demonstrating the day-to-day hands-on involvement required of the standards, or for that matter, let alone take credit for it. These are the sentiments behind including this feature, which, given how quickly the meeting register form can be completed, and if used in conjunction with the NCR, Corrective Action Register facility, important tasks that are delegated in such circumstances recorded. So let's get back to the mechanics of meeting register form completion. As can be seen looking at the form, the first 4 fields, register number, date, month, and year fields are exactly the same as the other forms. So let us proceed. Register number, as always, the next consecutive number from the number indicated at the top of the form. Date, use the calendar to indicate the date. Month and year fields, use the drop-down lists provided. Meeting type, use the drop-down list provided, and select as appropriate either of the following: Safety Committee Meeting, Management Safety Meeting, Management Review Meeting, Client Kickoff Meeting, Incident Review Meeting. We will indicate a Management Safety Meeting. All of these validation drop-down classifications can be amended to reflect what you want, of course. The Meeting Outline Summary field is free text, so as it says on the box, so to speak, a brief outline. Now, if there has been any actions outlined at the meeting, simply indicate how many after your summary. Take a quick note of the register number, which in our case is 39. And we can now submit the meeting record as always by pressing the blue Submit button. And that's it, you are done. Under normal circumstances, it is difficult to foresee this taking more than 60 seconds to complete. Let's just go to Dashboard 7 to see what we have actually achieved. The Management Safety Meetings for May has been updated to indicate 3 for the year. Great, but we still have to address the fact that we indicated that there was 2 actions raised at the meeting, do we not? Let's go back to the navigation view. And then in column 1 let us select the NCR, Corrective Action Register form, and we will deal with them. As always, click on the NCR, Corrective Action Register form to open it. This is the draft we are looking at the moment. I am currently working on issuing the corrective NCR with the click of an additional button automatically. I am yet to install via Microsoft Outlook. But it does still serve to demonstrate how we are going to deal with the actions we have recorded in our meeting. This form will be subject to its own video, So for our purposes we'll quickly complete the form in real time to address the first action, only pausing to explain the connection to the meeting record. The first 4 sections are the EASL forms. NCR registration numbers. Date. Month. Year. Source. This is where we will select Management Review Defined Action, because that is exactly what it is. Audit/meeting reference ID if applicable. If you recall, our meeting reference number was 39. Applicable management system, safety. The next field NCR, corrective action, leadership directive details. What was the meeting about? If you recall, it was PPE issue and control. Leadership directive details, let's say, determine means to quickly and effectively record PPE to individuals by issuing department. Actions required, as above. Action party, HSE department. Action due date, let's give ourselves a week to come up with something. Type of NCR, internal. Formal NCR issued, no. Actions carried out if different, not applicable. Date of action, to be confirmed. NCR corrective action status, open. We have yet to complete it, but that is it. We can now submit our record to the register. We have only done half the job, I hear you say? Which is true, but our next entry can be achieved a lot faster, because we have already done most of the work. We simply click the green Find NCR Record button and input 37 our last entry. When appears we only need to change 3 areas, everything else is the same. Change the NCR register number to the next consecutive number, which in our case is 38. Actions required to correct NCR will indicate role new system of control to PPE issuing department, which is normally the stores. Action due date, let's say 1 week after the development of the new system. We indicated Wednesday the 3rd of June for the first action, so we will indicate the 10th of June for our demo. A quick check of our form, good to go, so let's submit it. We will now go to the navigation view and check the NCR table for our entries. What do we see? Our 2 form entries are in the table. Now let us have a quick look at Dashboard 11, merely to view the effect of our action entries. What do we see? 2 open actions relating to the brief PPE management meeting. We will look at this in a lot more detail when we view the NCR corrective action form completion video. We just wanted to show you how these forms to some extent connect, and how quickly the form completions can be achieved when they do. A quick review of what we have achieved reveals that we have effectively completed 3 forms, updated 2 tables, with 3 entries, and updated 5 charts in less than 5 minutes. But more essentially, we are ready to present the data to any of the internal or external stakeholders that may wish to view it. No more trying to reconcile various sources of information to present HSE KPIs. Since we made the original video demonstrating the meeting register entry form, we have included 2 new features, one that can be described as adding a new function, and the other a further convenience. The meeting form's original purpose was, and still is the intention to capture impromptu management safety meetings, which are not usually recorded, where important actions by senior management are raised and agreed that need to be processed. Whilst at the same time, of course providing more visibility of leadership involvement in the day-to-day HSE management systems, all of which has not changed. You can see at a glance that 2 different fields have been added, time and location, as well as 2 new icons. The icon depicting an envelope is an email link that in effect adds the additional function, which is intended to save you time, and that is sending out a meeting notification, using all the data we have produced in completing the form. So let's quickly complete a new meeting register entry to demonstrate it. I have created a new meeting register form entry to save time, just the status to complete. The drop-down now gives us 2 choices, notification sent, or meeting completed. We will select notification sent. OK, we have the form completed. Now let's see what happens when we click the email function. Everything in our form is now a notification. And all that remains to do is input the email addresses for anyone outside of the management group you wish to attend. You can see the subject is pre-populated with safety-related meeting notification. Our message is also pre-populated with, "Please be advised that a safety-related meeting has been arranged and requires your attention. Please contact the HSE department if you are unable to attend on the date and time specified in the notification below." Your cooperation as always is appreciated in advance. Again, the carbon copy, CC, and blind carbon copy, BCC fields can be defined in the VBA macro code to be automatically populated for the sender, as this is also normally a constant in most organizations, with specific members of the senior management group being copied in when safety-related meeting notifications are issued. Another tip would involve simply putting the register number in the subject field. This helps immensely if you have cause to retrieve the meeting notification, if the process is being audited by third-party certification organizations, or indeed current and potential clients. Let's close Outlook once more and go back to the audit register form. Save the meeting form as normal. When we have completed the meeting, just call it up using the Find Record button. Update the meeting outline summary with a number of actions if any. Well, say 1, for the demo. Change the status field from notification sent to meeting completed. And now we save the record as is and proceed to generate the necessary NCR corrective action form for our raise action, whatever that might be, to be tracked. The table icon you see in the top left of the form is a convenience feature that when clicked takes you directly to the meeting register, should you wish to review it for some reason. And the form icon in the register takes you back to the form. OK, one last thing to update you on for information purposes. If we go back to the navigation view and call up the NCR Corrective Actions register, you will note that the email function and the link to the NCR Corrective Actions register has also been included in the functionality of the form. Everything else is how we have demonstrated in the video. The developer has been working in HSE management for more than 20 years on both large and small engineering projects, and in a number of industrial sectors. He is a qualified lead auditor in both the ISO 9001 and OSHAS 18001 management standards, and has a comprehensive knowledge of both the recent ISO 45001 and 14001 standards. The development of the HSE dashboard came about whilst approaching retirement and time to pursue a more in-depth understanding of Microsoft Excel. He now wants to embark on a new endeavor to provide smaller organizations with a means to record and communicate HSE data more effectively.